Hey everyone, welcome to the official Rocket Adrift live stream, where we will be showing you some gameplay footage from our latest demo, Psychroma.
Yeah.
It's our upcoming horror side-scroller narrative-driven game, and yeah, we wanted to show you some of the gameplay and encourage you to download and play it yourself. It's available from now until October 10th, basically till the end of Steam Next Fest. And wishlist it for sure. Please wishlist. But before you do, maybe you'd like to have a little look at what we've created. So let me introduce ourselves. I'm Lindsay Rollins, and I'm 1/3 of Rocket Adrift, and I'm kind of the resident character designer / animator.
And I'm Sloane. I do a lot of the backgrounds and the music and sound and most of the dialogue in this.
Right, yeah. We all share writing abilities, but Sloane has written most of this demo, so. Alright, without further ado, let's start. So the year is 2489. Decades after the Great Collapse, almost all memories of the Platinum Age of humanity have been erased by time. But deep in the Commons district, the skeleton of a house still remains. It was once the home of the Cerulean group, who aimed to achieve immortality. They used the work of a young scientist to achieve this goal by transferring the memories of human life into data storage. But before this vision could be fully realized, a fire destroyed everything. Humanity fell into an age of desperation and despair, with only a chosen few safe in their ivory towers. But the house has gained new keepers, a couple attempting to help the homeless and forgotten by opening their doors to those in need. To them, this house would become something great. They would dedicate themselves to breathing new life into it. But some memories, even fire, can't erase.
We wanted to start it with an opening scroll, just a bunch of text in order to give you sort of a slower pacing at the beginning to introduce you to the world and the characters, as well as this is a cyberpunk game, and it seems pretty traditional of the cyberpunk genre to have some kind of establishing text at the beginning to let you know what the key technology and struggle of the economy and world is in this version of cyberpunk.
Yeah, we're basically emulating the beginning scroll of Blade Runner.
Yeah.
So here we are. Time to wake up. You love a clear head. Nothing to call home. I almost envy you. Being an empty shell is better than being you. You coward, imposter, murderer. Wake up.
That's me gasping there.
Yeah, so here's our protagonist. It's Hayes, and they are a non-binary digital medium.
That's right.
Digital medium means that they're able to kind of travel through non-linear time throughout the haunted house and see things and understand things that most of the residents cannot.
Yeah.
We wanted to try and get that idea across through their design with the kind of emp threading, I guess it's called in cyberpunk, the lines that go across the skin and are generally powered to certain organs superficially. And so we wanted to have them have augmented eyes in order to see the kind of visions throughout the house. And the design of their clothes, I wanted to suggest that they had been drifting and homeless for quite a while before this.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it turned out great. The main character had gone through several iterations. The first version of this character was more of kind of like a construction worker or something, like a janitorial person or something. Like we wanted them to be like someone who just was hired to do a job at first, and that slowly changed to be this character has more attachment to the house than that character was going to. So, but is if you click on the pictures, the photos.
This picture is of me. Who are those people I'm with? We look happy. Where the hell am I? Who the hell am I?
Hayes doesn't remember who they are and how they got here at this point. There's been some manipulation potentially with their mind.
And time in the house, yeah.
Maybe, yeah. We'll leave it up to you to decide.
This is just fun to click on. There's no power currently running through the house, which is why none of the electronics are really working at
Only
full
like the
capacity.
stuff that's like seems like it could be battery powered, like that sign there. That was a concept that we wanted to I wanted to try to have, like, in this version of the cyberpunk future, to offset your rent and stuff like that. You can have like ads in your house,
Like Smile Cash.
yeah.
There's some stuff floating in the water. It's too dark to make it out.
So this is a horror game, but we also wanted to inject a little bit of humor and absurd humor. There's not as much in the demo as there will be in the full game, but we try to just keep sort of our absurdist mentality
Sensibilities,
and
yeah.
sensibilities that we've kind of had throughout our other game, Raptor Boyfriend.
I know that's me, but it doesn't feel right. I hate it. I don't even know my own name. What's wrong with me? Yeah.
Yeah, one of the oh, go back, you missed some.
Yeah, there's returns for
Well, there's
when you...
also there's two different things that you can say here.
I just gotta keep it together. You're a mess, a lost cause, a monster. Where did that come from?
One of the themes of this game, or one of the kind of things we wanted to cover in this game story, is what it means to be a trans person. And we are trying to attempt to do that in several different ways. In one way, with metaphorical parts of the story and the lore and the sci-fi stuff happening, and then in another way with like literal trans characters talking about their struggles and stuff like that. So mirrors are definitely something that you have to wrestle with when you're early on in transition. As I can attest to. I guess it depends on everyone, is different, but yeah, I thought if we're doing something with the mirror, we should have some kind of dialogue in there that seems a little struggled, I guess.
And also, if you'll notice, the reflection sprite in the mirror is slightly behind that to the like main character's animation. We wanted to kind of have that be an unsettling thing that the player would experience and wonder, well, why does my reflection not fully line up with my animations? What does that mean? And we might have things that other things happening with the mirror as well.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait till the full game comes out.
Yeah. So this is the living room. We wanted to design the rooms to look really run down, lived in, a mix of cyberpunk and traditional. We wanted to have parallax scrolling backgrounds, so we had a kind of built up megacity style background outside with the rainstorm.
Yeah, and as in the distance, it starts to get more and more high tech and more kind of what you would think of when you're thinking of like a high tech city. And then when you kind of, the closer to us are the more kind of old buildings that have more kind of that are look a little bit more run down because of the neighborhood that you're in.
You cannot just leave through the front door.
Yeah.
If you could, there would be no game.
Do you want to go to the terminal in the living room?
Yeah. So terminals will be throughout the house that you can interact with. And they'll be able to give you relevant information for what you need to do next, as well as you can collect computer logs, which are kind of like diary entries for each character. You'll have to look around a little bit to be able to gather each one. and we want to encourage people to like not only explore the house but like backtrack and like keep an eye out for like things like logs. So this is Hayes's log from I guess like a day before, I get is the idea.
I think it's 2 days before.
2 days before the incident. Present time, yeah. Hayes log entry 12. If anyone reads this, I didn't bake it out. It means it has me. There's something wrong with this house. It's got something in it. People are doing things. I'm losing time. I just wanted to say, while I'm still me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Agatha. You were like a mother to me and I failed you. I'm sorry, Jones. I never should have put you in that position. Most of all, I'm sorry to Fox. I'm sorry we won't have the time we could have. I'm sorry I won't be beside you. I hope you make it out. You deserve to be happy. It is safe. I was afraid, but it has become clear now. This is our home. It is beautiful. It is wonderful. I think I'll stay. Will you stay with me?
I'll talk a little bit about this computer screen and everything. The art was done by Lindsay for this, and it looks great in my opinion. In the future, we might, as an extra layer of polish, add a little bit of animation with the buttons on the side.
Lights blinking.
But it was important to nail this kind of retro sci-fi aesthetic in that it's not high tech, you know. It's what they assumed high tech would be in the 80s, you know, like
it's retro future.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So a big inspiration for a lot of the sounds in this game for me was the computer sounds in Alien, the first one, where they're just so crunchy and like of the time. So that's where a lot of the sounds for the computer come into play.
So we got our hallway, elevator, which... Right, we have randomly triggered creepy sounds.
I mean, don't spoil how it happens. But yeah, there's, you know, you never know when you might encounter some interesting presences in the house.
The elevator system has no power. Some old books, basement, the front door, and let's go to the kitchen. Alright, more photos. That's me with, I don't know. How long have I been here? I must have had a life with these people. Maybe they can help me figure out who I am. But then, where is everyone?
I guess a heads up, we will be spoiling most of the demo. So if you do want to play this yourself, go ahead to our Steam page and download the demo. You can search Psychroma and the button will be there for you to download it. It's limited only to the festival. So if you're watching right now, you should play it while you can. And
spoiler free.
Yeah, spoiler free. And if you also want to just like navigate through the Steam Next Fest page, you can find us in the horror section and in this adventure, story-rich puzzle sections and stuff. So go ahead and play it. Or if you want to just watch the stream, that's cool too. Just wishlist the
Make
Steam
sure to
page,
wishlist the Steam.
And, and you can play it when it comes out. Hopefully next year, late next year, basically. That's our goal.
It's disgusting in there. I can't even open it. The door's locked. Without power going to the fridge, I'm not going to be able to open this.
I mean, this is part of the kind of absurdity that we were talking about. Like, things are like absurdly connected to technology that you don't need to be. Like, why does the power need to be on for you to open the fridge? Like, it's ridiculous. But like, this is a smart fridge, so it has, you know, in the final game,
it stores ID
some
profiles. It like remembers things about what you've eaten and what's in it.
It'll have a personality in the final game. So yeah, there's It's a little fun, I guess. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting when we finally put it in the game.
Okay.
No one said that a horror game couldn't be fun.
So here's a creepy screen that I designed. We wanted to have, obviously, the ick factor of an augmented eye with a wire attached here. And we wanted to kind of insert the mystery into the player's mind of why this would be here and how it got here.
Yeah.
And whose augmented eye this belongs to. As well as like establish this garburator kind of mechanism that is...
We'll play into something
we'll play into more puzzles later. But for now, it's just no power going to it, so you can't do anything with it. But you can click on it. Is that a brush stuck in there? I think I'm going to be sick. What is that? It looks like someone's eye augmentation. Why would someone do this? Yeah, so we wanted to be able to have real up-close, displayable style screens that the player can like navigate with this kind of floating hand mechanic.
Yeah, we really like in certain games mechanics that allow you to like get up close and personal with some more mundane things. You know, like we kind of the games themselves aren't really great, but where we like in like things like Heavy Rain, the more slow time events, but they're basically when you have to use multiple buttons to interact with just everyday objects. We think while the games aren't good and David Cage himself kind of sucks, that mechanic is interesting. So this was kind of inspired by some adventure game mechanics that are more about the tactile sensation of interacting with objects.
Yeah. So then we can leave with back button.
Just gonna throw some shade at David Cage on that.
Yeah, really. There's holes in the wall. What happened? This looks purposeful. Were they looking for something? Again, setting something up for later.
Yeah. This is all just a taste of the final game, obviously. But
almost everything like that you can interact with leads to more access to the house, or figuring out more of what happened here before, or learning more about the characters in the house.
Yeah, and it's important to me as the environment designer that the environment tells a story as well when I can. And so this room is definitely telling a story that maybe that you can hopefully start to put together from the very beginning, and then learn more about it as you go along through this part of the game. Although we won't be in this demo, it doesn't cover that much of that, so but it will later.
There's no power going to the dumbwaiter either.
I think I'm sensing a pattern.
That was a very satisfying bit of animation and sound effect work that Sloane had achieved here with the pneumatic tubes. There's a key in here that says generator and some kind of disc.
That might be my favorite sound to like explain of how I did it, because
it was real rickety.
It's basically a spoon sliding through a paper tube.
Yeah.
And then me hitting the top of a cup.
Our cat's here. You can't see her, but you might. There she is. Mindy's joining us for our stream. All right, so we got a generator room key and a disc. See, this is the first disc you can collect. You can go back to the living room terminal and read it. So that's what we're gonna do.
Want to shout out to our other member of Rocket Adrift who's not here right now. Is taking a break after the hard work of programming this demo. He's our main programmer.
Titus.
Titus,
Yeah.
And he did a great job putting this thing together and getting as much polish in this demo as we could on the short time frame we had.
So it's a computer log from Crane. Crane log entry 12. Hello, Hayes. Are you scared? The house is mean sometimes. My name is Crane. You don't know me, but I know you. I think we can be friends. You seem nice. Everyone seemed to like you, even though they didn't know you. Agatha and Salem always tried to help people like you, but with you I could tell it was different. You were one of them. You probably want to get back to them, but you're stuck. What you need is here, and I can help you get it. First step is the main power. We need it. That's why I gave you the key. Do you see? I'm a pretty good friend so far. If you get the power on, we can talk more. Try not to look so scared and sad anymore, okay? Talk to you soon, Hayes.
Yeah. In the writing, I wanted to try achieve the different characters having different voices, so you can kind of get a sense of their personality just from the way they talk.
Right, so there's one area we haven't seen yet. It is the basement. Here's our elevator, or generator room, rather.
What's that banging?
And then banging coming from this cell door. Who's there? Hayes? Holy shit, is that you? Yeah. Thank God, I'm so glad you're alive. Do I know you? What? Do you know me? Hayes, it's me, Fox. I don't remember. You're joking, right? I don't remember anything. Hayes? No, you wouldn't forget. You wouldn't... It's got you, hasn't it? Who are you? What? No. It's just a dream, You're not real. No. Yeah. So clearly Fox knows something went down over here in the house. And you're going to have to be able to win his trust in order to start to piece together, I guess, what happened.
Yeah.
Storage room. Yeah. And so we're going to take our generator room key and apply it on the generator room. In our game, we want to be able to automatically use items with whatever appropriate interactable in the environment, rather than saving you the time of having to go through an inventory and pick through it.
You do have an inventory.
But we do have an inventory. Yeah. And it just, for now, it just shows you what is on you currently.
But in the final game, you'll be able to scroll through them and get a little description in that bottom section there.
And there will be tabs for like other kind of systems that we're still working on.
Yeah, but this is still early on. It's functional. It shows you what you have, but you know, we're going to add more functionality as we go along.
Yeah. Yes. And here's our generator room. This one's kind of the basis for the puzzle in the demo. Here's the main lever.
Another tactile kind of interaction there.
Something must not be hooked up right.
So there's going to be quite a few of these in the game. Things that you have to navigate around with your
with your hand. Yeah. The main circuit wire has been cut.
And it's a little clunky to do, sort of, because you're like moving, instead of using a cursor, you're using like the WASD or your controller. But it's a horror game, so we want things to be a little slower, you know, adding to tension and everything like that. So, you know, if it was a different genre, we might do it differently, but, you know, gotta create the suspense.
The power cell is missing. Why was it removed?
With this room, the design of it was intended to make it seem much more futuristic and much more sci-fi than the rest of the house, in order to kind of create some juxtaposition of, you know,
the different timelines that occurred
just,
here.
You know, it creates some questions in the player's mind. Why is this room so different? And for the wall tiles, those are inspired by the wall tiles in Deckard's kitchen in Blade Runner.
Yeah. Little Easter egg there. So this terminal just includes instructions on how to get the power back on. So 1, check the wiring on the main circuit. 2, check the power cell and see if it needs to be replaced. And 3, flip the main breaker switch. Important note, when replacing the power cell, check that the power cell is properly aligned. Don't kick. Signed, Jones, a character we have yet to meet.
Okay.
So we know the things we need: the wire, the power cell, and the power cell.
The puzzles in this game aren't too hard, especially early on. So it's going to be fairly easy in comparison to some point-and-click adventure games. But again, it's a story-driven horror game, and so the main part of the game that we're kind of focusing on is story and vibe and the scares and all that stuff. So the puzzles are still important and hopefully engaging, but it's not the main focus, I guess.
This wasn't here before.
I like the acting, like we didn't
like we didn't program it that way. Yeah. This feels right. So now we're in an area that we like to call the liminal space. Salem, promise me you won't go back. Agatha, I'm fine. I have it under control. Please, Salem, for me. I don't want to lose you in there. It's just being her. It's how I feel more like me when I'm her. I know how it sounds, I swear. I'm not losing it. It's just, I know, my love. Have you thought about what we talked about? I don't know. About how you said you wanted to transition? You seemed excited about it. I am, it's just, I'm scared. Of what? I don't know, a million things? Okay, yeah, my bad. But if I'm honest, I'm mainly scared of losing you. Salem, my love, look at me. I'm not going anywhere. You promise? I promise. We'll be together forever. My old lady voice isn't very good, but you'll never leave me. Never leave, my love. Never, my love. Never. You'll never leave me. You'll never leave. What? Yeah. So that's one of the spooks you can get for exploring the storage room. There's a power cell in here. We got our power cell.
Yeah.
God, that sound gets me every time. We're just like, what? What was that? What?
You can talk to Fox again.
Yeah. So in the kind of narrative design of the game, we want to encourage players to go back and talk to the different characters multiple times rather than just, get what you want out of one interaction. You're not going away, are you? I can't. Even if I could, I think I need you. You seem to know who I am, and you don't know who you are? No. What happened to you? I don't know. I just woke up on the couch up there, and before that, nothing? Not nothing. I remember a color. I can't describe it. It was beautiful and terrible all at once. That's it? That's it. You don't remember. Can you help me? What happened here? Where is everyone? What are you afraid of? Who am I? Who are you to me? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look, I want to help, but based on what you said, I'm not sure you are who you look like. What do you mean? It's hard to explain. people I trusted, they weren't themselves. They had a look in their eyes that it's like there was nobody in there. What happened? What did you see? Fox? I don't know what I saw. Shit went bad, okay? I'm locked in this cell for a reason. I didn't just do it for fun. Everything's fucked, and you don't even fucking know who I am anymore. I'm sorry. I've just been trapped by myself for... Honestly, I don't know. You really don't remember anything, do you? I really don't. Shit. I guess I can tell you this much. I'm Fox. We knew each other really, really well. Oh, I'll tell you more about it later. First, I need to know that you're not dangerous. Okay, what can I do? I don't know. Oh, Agatha hides stuff in a bookshelf behind her favorite book. If you're in there somewhere, you'll know. But I don't even know who Agatha is. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to do. Get me out of here, Hayes, please. So that's a little side quest. If you choose to talk to Fox more than once, you can also get another clue as to who Agatha is.
Yeah, there's going to be, different things that you can do on the side of the main quests, and things that you can run into that you normally wouldn't, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So, Agatha's bookshelf, we're assuming it's going to be this one. I think I'm remembering. Agatha's favorite book is The Haunting of Hill House. There's a computer disk behind here. So we got another computer log we can read. We can go to the living room to do that, or we can go looking for the wire, the last part of the generator puzzle. We wanted, in the design of the exploration and puzzles, we also wanted to keep it slightly non-linear. So you can choose to just mainline it, or you can choose to wander around and look at different things. And yeah, like we said earlier, you'll get different experiences if you do so.
So there's something coming from the bathroom. Sounds like someone crying.
Hello? So a lot of the kind of scares will be triggering a loop, like just like we just experienced. If there's anytime there's a situation where Hayes' life is kind of put into at risk or is endangered in any way, then that is usually...
Well, I mean, I guess we can't say for sure because the game is still in development, but I guess that's where we're at right now, is that in this demo at least, because that could have been fatal, you wake up as if you just woke up at the beginning of the game with your progress still intact.
Let's read the computer log for Agatha. Agatha log entry 12. I see you everywhere, my love. You haunt me, but I'd have you haunt me all the rest of my days. Anything to be held by you again. I thought I could bear it. I thought I could move on, but how could I? You are my everything. You always have been. I'm afraid I'm turning bitter. When I see the new love in this house, it doesn't warm my heart like it used to. I'm changing, and I think they see it. Those eyes, when I look in them, I can almost see you. When they look at me, I see myself, old and angry. My love, I'm so angry that I'm afraid of what I'll do. I'm afraid of what I'll be.
Yeah, I hope Agatha is okay.
Spoilers, probably not.
Why? He's just spoiling everything. You don't know where she's at, but she did get pulled into the ground. That's not a good sign.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's a wire. That disgusting noise. Oh, that's so good. I can't believe I did that. But I need that wire.
It's a wire. I mean,
Oh,
we
look
played
at that.
we played this a million
We've
times.
play
to test
tested
it,
this so much.
so it's pretty trivial to us at this point. But hopefully, it takes a little bit of putting together. We know that some game testers didn't put it together right away. It took them a bit longer. So
here's our inventory. We've got our
stock full.
generator room key, our 2 computer logs, the messy wire, and the power cell.
Stock full isn't a thing, is it? It's chock full. Chock-a-block? Stocked up. Something like that.
I'm not sure now.
Put it in the comments. There's no comments.
Oh, Jesus.
That gets you?
That gets me every time, too. Now that we know Agatha's favorite book, we can go and talk to Fox again. Hey, you don't look so good. Are you okay? I saw something. What? What did you see? It couldn't have been real. Listen, Hayes, this place is all kinds of fucked up. The shit I saw. All the more reason for us to get the hell out of here as soon as we can. Now please tell me you remembered something. I did. Really? Agatha's favorite book is The Haunting of Hill House.
It's a good show. It's also a book,
And
though.
yeah, it's a good book, good show. Okay, 90s movie?
That one's just called The Haunting or something.
Yeah, I think so. That's so ironic, it makes me mad. But yeah, you're right. It must be you. At least part of you is. Maybe we can get back to... We gotta get out of here. It's not safe. Do you think you can get this door open? Wait, who am I? How do we know each other? I really want to tell you, Hayes, but if you really are you, then we have to leave. I don't want what happened to them to happen to you. But, okay, short version. You're Hayes, a hot NB who just kind of showed up at the house one night. You like music. Old, new, doesn't matter, as long as it's cool. We bonded over being trans and our shared love of bad movies. Once we're free, you and I can have a long talk over burritos. Okay? Now get me out of here. That was a lot. Hey, you asked for it. True. Oh God, I want a burrito. So the only way to really let Fox out is to get the power back on. So that's what we're gonna do.
That's our assumption at this point.
Right. No, we can't pull the lever until everything's in place. I'll use the wire from... I don't want to think about where I got it from. The power cell is back where it belongs. Maybe the power cell is not properly aligned. So you have to keep the power cell, even though the note said not to. Okay, I think that did it.
Let's pull this. Hopefully
Nothing weird happens. Well, that doesn't look like the power came back on.
No.
Oh, sweetie, what's wrong? You were right. I never should have... Here, take the card. I can't be trusted with it. Salem, you didn't. You went back into the memories, didn't you? I was her, the scientist again. It was awful. I didn't have control this time. I could only watch as she did terrible things. Salem, you promised you wouldn't. I didn't use the card, I swear. I thought I threw it away. We covered up all the panels. I don't even know how it happened. I thought I dreamt it at first. When I woke up, I had the card in my hand. Please, Agatha, you have to believe me.
These cards will come into play later as you get through the game.
As you start to be able to access different parts of the house, too.
Yeah, so they will be important when accessing memories and things, which is one of the main mechanics. This is your first one, so you'll explore more of that in the main title, in the main game.
Yeah, on this card, we have representing Agatha's memories. Leave? Who are you? What are you doing here? Get out! Get out! You can't leave us. I know you. You're just like her. You're not strong enough. You're no one. You are nothing. This house is everything. This house is home. You'll burn before you can escape. Time to wake up. Why are you fighting it? Just disappear. It'd be so easy. But now you've met her. She'll be your doom like all the rest. Lying in the brightest heat. The loudest color. The Psychroma. Wake up!
Okay.
That's
There
the demo.
it is. That's the demo. I hope you enjoyed it. At the end there, we had a kind of psychedelic sequence. We wanted a lot of the scares and the creepiness of the game to be about this chaotic nature of time.
And inhabiting like the ghosts of the past.
Yes. So that opening sequence hopefully gives you a taste of some of the stuff that will happen later in the game, and some of the kind of time-bendy, can't trust where you are kind of vibe that's going to be in the future sections. So again, go wishlist it. Go
Wishlist or play if you haven't already, and recommend to a friend that you think would be interested. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching if you tuned in.
Yeah, you can also follow us on Twitter
Yeah.
at Rocket Adrift.
Where we'll be having updates on the game as well as our updates on our podcast, which if you are so inclined to listen to, it's a cyberpunk actual play podcast.
But yeah, thank you so much, and look forward to more stuff about Psychroma in the future.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.